So like, were you always really interested in like, the performing arts, or just like kind of like doing experimental stuff, love photography, love imagery, anything like that?
So I've always been affiliated with the arts. Like growing up, I did theater, I did dance, I was an artist. I have my artwork right next to me here. But I went to college for my practical degree in science, and I actually work at Tesla in
Oh,
reliability.
yo, get those Tesla stocks, baby. Let's go. Get it.
I have a Model X because of Tesla's stock. But
Oh, wow. Good for you. No, live your life. Enjoy it. I got an electric scooter. It goes 50 miles an hour and I love it.
That's cool. I recently was on a film where they needed an extra who could ride an electric scooter. And they were like, has anyone ever done this before? And I was like, I'm sure I could figure it out in 5 seconds. But since like I hadn't before, they picked other people, but I was so jealous. They had them cross paths and I just like pictured them jousting like stupid. But
That's
yeah,
kind of
so
funny though.
I
Like,
like have my science degree and my career in science, and I'm like, what am I going to do in my free time? And okay, so I'm driving home from work one day and I see a school bus on fire, and I'm like, what is happening? And then I saw like all these like cameras and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, the Purge is filming here. And I was like, I have all these headshots lying around from when I was in modeling. Like photographers approach me quite often for time for print things. So like, I'm gonna send a headshot in and see if I can get on this movie. And then they said yes. And when you're on set for 15 hours with a bunch of actors, you end up networking and I don't think I could get out of it if I wanted to. Every gig has led to three more. So
oh, so basically it was like a Hydra thing where like once you go down that lane, all of a sudden like more keeps popping up, even if you click.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
But
not
it all
bad.
started for me in Buffalo anyway with The Purge. But I feel like I had the upbringing to support it once I had the opportunity.
There's no wrong way of getting into film, theater in any way, shape, or form. I don't think there's a wrong way. The only wrong thing is to not get involved, you know?
Right? Or to be a jerk.
Oh, that's you could if you could be the jerk, but I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's not gonna last very
no,
it
it's
won't
not.
get you
It's
very far.
yeah, it's not going to last. Like you could bring that energy anywhere. And if you did do it into a dojo or a mixed martial arts studio, you're going to get humbled real quick. But like people know immediately, um, especially those who want to do this long term, if they're really in this for the long run. And I hate to say doing it for the right reasons, because you need to know why you're doing it to begin with. But people are gonna know you, and nobody wants to work with somebody that just makes it harder to get through the day.
Something that I tell my teams a lot, and like it translates to every part of life, really. I tell people that there's no such thing as a work Heather and a home Heather. Like they are the same person, they affect one another. So like I like to make sure that the teams that work under me, like that they're good. Like please tell me what is going on in your life and how I can support that so that you can perform well, because like if you're not being helped, I'm not either. I feel like that translates to film really well, and yeah, everywhere.
Have you only been doing this for now, like maybe at most like 2 or 3 years?
I think 2018 is when I jumped back into it. As far as film, like I did theater and dance and like a whole bunch of artistic things growing up, but they were just like, the school hobbies. As an
Well,
adult, yeah, probably 2018 is when I started.
were you well, so you got to, I mean, I don't think you could have a better, like, a better day job, but does it allow you to actually have some creativity on the side where you create your own stuff?
Absolutely. So it's been really hard to like think about leaving Tesla, no matter like how successful film gets, both because I do have like a passion for science and I'm good at what I do. So I work in reliability testing. I like to sum up what I do by saying I destroy things for science. So
All right. No, that's all. No, that sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like you could actually make it into a comedy, because it seems like you could have it could be very playful, but there's
probably it'd be hard with being NDA bound. But
Well, I mean, no, like you don't want it, like you could just, I don't know, it's science and it's fantasy. Like you can make something up where there's a similarity or a process on why you do what you do, similar to like Mythbusters, like do a Mythbusters type of thing.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, it's been a great tool. I'm allowed to like execute more and take advantage of more opportunities than a lot of my peers, I've noticed, because it allows me to like I have the PTO to travel when I want to. I have money to invest in classes when I want to. I can invest in really great headshots and the stuff that you see on my website just because I have that career driven background. I feel like a lot of artists are experiencing a lot more of the like starving artist side where they're just like bartending and picking up jobs where they can, but maybe they can't travel because they don't have the means.
And then there's fucking Heather in her goddamn jet.
I want to say jet, but I don't mind a road trip. I can fly if I need to. If it's worth it, I'll fly. But like anywhere that's drivable in a day, New York City, Atlanta, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, I'm all over there